Alright, so today we turn all of this into this. Hello and welcome to the party here at Paradox Bully Games. Today we are crafting amulets, specifically the one used by our very own paladin, Sir Austelagan, from our Party of 5e campaign. May I take a look at that amulet around your neck?
You mean give it to you?
Just for a moment.
To be honest, it's the last thing my mentor Gulmir gave me. It's rather precious to me.
I see. Very well. So he kind of stands up a little bit. He's kind of leaning on his staff, and he goes up to you just to kind of take a look at it, just kind of poke at it a little bit. You can see he's not trying to take it from you or anything. Just kind of scratching at it a little bit. Things like amulets and other jewelry make great magical items and even legendary artifacts. And I'm going to show you exactly how I made this one. It's actually quite simple and takes only a few items and a little bit of patience, so let's get started. First, you'll want to decide what type of item you want to make. I knew I wanted to make a shield amulet for our paladin since it seemed the most appropriate based on his backstory. So I found this shield mold to use with our resin. Resin is a great medium for crafting things. It's incredibly strong and can be easily colored or tinted. Now, using gloves, I measured and mixed our resin together and gently stirred them together with a wooden popsicle stick. You want to go as slowly and smoothly as possible so you don't introduce any air bubbles. Now, originally, I knew I wanted a white, translucent shield to highlight the origins of the amulet itself, but this time we're going to use some blue ink. A little goes a long way. Plus, adding more material can mess with the mix of your resin, and too much can actually prevent the resin from curing completely. So start with as little as possible and use only enough to achieve your desired look. And when you're ready, pour your resin mix into the mold, paying special attention to the little detail areas to make sure they're filled properly before topping off the mold. And now, we wait. So now I have this red one that I started yesterday, and now we can go ahead and remove from the mold. Next, we'll need to decide where to put the hole for our clasp and drill it out. Now, I want to paint these bands on the edges of the shield. Now, if you're an experienced painter, you could probably do this by hand, but I'm not. I'm going to cover the face of it with blue painter's tape. Then, using a hobby knife, I'm going to cut along the edges to expose the parts that I want to paint. Now that we're prepped for painting, we're going to hit it very lightly with some spray paint and let it dry. Once it's dry, we can remove our tape, add our clasp and chain, and now we have our very own crystal shield. So those are the steps that I used to create this amulet. Of course, you can create anything you like, depending on the molds that you think look cool, and whatever color fits the situation or the characters you're trying to represent. Let me know in the comments what you end up making. And until next time, go ahead and check out the campaign where this and many other items are featured. We'll see you next time.